EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a late season Saturday night in Dallas. The Lions, the Cowboys underway here in Week 17. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Next to score, Lions 7, Cowboys 0. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Vaughn. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again. And now the rookie's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. Gibbs gets popped, and he loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's gone. Got his man. It's Williams. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that White would be forgotten when he talked about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys at 11-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, Jones.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Aleem McNeil able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Bullock's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Goff now looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Now Goff. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Prescott now. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They just get the play off. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and it'll be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. interception, return for a Lions touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach that, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, he's got a little daylight down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deuce Vaughn with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now a 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action now. Prescott. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Bullock good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes him across the 40-yard line. 162 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On play action, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's into space past the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Prescott to throw it. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 17.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Goff. And that one too wide and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 4th down, Goff. That is caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing. Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Lions come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put